Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and this is a more complicated video than I normally do. And I'm going to take a little bit of time with it because it deserves time. The subject of this video is finding meaningful work. Now, if you're out aggressively looking for a position, it's unlikely that you're going to find, quote, the meaningful work right away. You're probably still sorting out what you want to be doing. And that's really what I want to address here. So the process of sorting it out. Now, to me, when you begin this process, you're going to engage in something that's going to take not 1 week, not 1 day, not 1 month. It may take a much longer period of time to figure it out. And it's really something that requires you to have some introspection. It's not something that it's unlikely it's going to be something that instantly pops into your mind and is correct. And not only is, the notion of meaningful work hard to figure out, but you also have to figure out what excites you in that meaningful work and whether society at large will pay enough money for you to engage in it. So, for example, and I'm just going to use this as an ordinary sample. You could say to yourself, I'm here making sandwiches, and I want to do meaningful work that pays me $100,000 a year. And that's great. But if you choose in your next career to pump gas because you think that's more meaningful than making sandwiches, it's unlikely that you're going to be earning $100,000 a year. Does that kind of makes sense? So the goal is to figure out where you have your passion, what has meaning to you, and how that intersects with what society needs and will pay you adequately for. Now, I always hate to bring money into it, and you can become a monk, and that would be wonderful. You can go into retreat, you can spend time meditating, doing yoga, however your practice is that would be meaningful to you, and that's wonderful. And if that isn't your thing, if you want to be working in the world at large, you're going to have to find that intersection between purpose, passion, and world's need, as my friend Reverend Dr. Brian Ammon says, where all three of those intersect. And that's going to take you some time. Don't rush into this process. Take time to sort it out. You might just start off by, what got you excited when you were young? Where was the thing that started to get you thinking in this way? What touched you inside at a very deep level that made you start to notice that this was something that had importance to you? Now, for some individuals, this video is completely irrelevant. They are happy doing the kind of work that they're doing. Again, that's wonderful. No harm, no foul. My goal here is to ensure that those of you who have a desire for more meaningful work have a model for doing it. So again, start off by committing yourself 3 months, for 3 months period of time. Start jotting down and journaling with yourself about the things that you like and what you currently do. And and start thinking about what touched you when you were young, that made you interested in, quote, meaningful work. And in doing that, you're going to surface up some feelings and emotions and thoughts. And I want you to explore those and talk with others about them. And don't rush into it. As you start to get ideas of what that work might be, start talking to people who are engaged in that work. You can find them on LinkedIn. You can Google them. There's a lot of different ways that you can connect with them. And if they're not in your city, there's this thing called a telephone and Skype. Call someone up and ask them for advice. Clergy are wonderful examples of people that you can reach out to who can touch you in ways and connect with you in ways that, as a recruiter, it's unusual to be able to do. I think I'm skilled at it and could be of help. But at the end of the day, you have to find that intersection with your passion, your goal for purpose, and what the world needs in order to move forward. And again, that's going to take some time. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot more there that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you strategically or tactically find your next position. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, and sometimes while you're sorting this out, most of the time while you're sorting this out, you've got to do a job, right? And you have to excel at it. You can't just go into a funk while you're thinking about things. You have to serve in your current type of work. And I want to encourage you, if you need another job doing the kind of work that you're doing now while you're engaged in this other process, do it. So again, visit thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot more there that you can watch, listen to, or read. And if you like this video, you might want to click on that little icon in the corner because that's going to let you subscribe to my channel on YouTube and get notices whenever I release a new video. I do them minimally one daily and sometimes more, depending upon what gets peaked in the course of what I'm doing. And also wanted to say, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, send a connection request at linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. I accept connection requests from people worldwide, except if you're a third-party recruiter or in a country known for scams or spam. Lastly, if you've got a question or you want to talk with me about this, schedule time through my website. You can either order it through Trusted Advisor Services, or do you have a question for me? Those tabs on the top of the page. These are ways that you can schedule time with me. I'd be happy to talk with you. I'm Jeff Altman. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.